been with the Gateway Mission for 7 years now. I started as the youth guy, working with all of the children that were staying at our then Family Hope Ministry Center, now our Gateway Women and Children's Center, overseeing the ministry for the K through 12 kids, and that was chaos, but absolutely amazing. Over the 7 years I've transitioned, I've worked in our men's building, and now for the past 6 months I've been the director for our Addictions and Discipleship Program, which is based out of our Gateway Center over on 24th between 31 and Waverly. So, quick overview of what the 3 basic programs that we have at the Gateway Mission. We have our open door shelter, which is our low barrier shelter. Individuals are given three 14-day stays in a rolling 12-month period, which is a lot harder math than it sounds, or maybe it sounds appropriately hard to figure out. Again, low barrier shelter, low expectation, basically come in, get out of the elements, help out with some minor workstations around the building, and hopefully through the conversations that they have with staff, they are beginning to ask questions of themselves of why am I here? What's brought me to this point? Especially for those that use up all 3 of those stays and then have to come back around again. Again, it's very simple. There's like I said, low barrier, low expectation. They don't have to do anything outside of not be a danger to the community. And by the community, I mean the other men or women that they live in the campuses with. From there, we have our pathway shelter. That is a little more involved, a little more intense, and we do ask a little bit more. That is a 4-month program where the individual needs to maintain employment. They need to meet with a guest advocate once a week to talk about finances. How are they paying down debt? Are they saving up for an apartment? What are they doing to try and move forward in life? And again, they're required to have employment to do that. They can go through the 14-day stay, find employment, and then apply for the pathway program. There is a 90-day window between those 4-month eligibility periods in the pathway program. And then the Addictions and Discipleship Program, which is a 40-week, what we like to say all-inclusive. So the men and women that are participating in our program, they stay with us in our residential campuses. They spend their days at the Gateway Center, where they have classes in the morning for the men and then workstation in the afternoon, and vice versa for the women. All of those classes are centered around a gospel approach to addiction. So we don't believe that addiction is a disease that is hopeless and ongoing. We believe that at the core of every addiction, while yes, there are true chemical and physical dependencies that happen through addiction, but at the core of where that addiction started, the things that happen to us, the things that we've done to others, is a heart that is not pursuing its maker. So that core thing that is wrong with everything in life is a life being lived away from God. So you don't have to be a believer to join the program. You don't have to be a believer to finish the program. There are good life skills that people learn during the program. But what we do is we create spaces where people can hopefully come to a Christ-centered, Holy Spirit-empowered relationship with God. And through that, turn their heart towards Him and experience that long-lasting life change. Again, that centerpiece that we offer is a biblical counseling approach to addiction. Then we fill that in with the other 4 days of the week with Bible classes and other life skills. We talk about boundaries, forgiveness, making peace with your past, and also with those that may have hurt you or you may have hurt in your past. And all of that is afforded an opportunity to be fleshed out in a more real-world environment back at the ranches, where you get to live with people that you didn't pick. And you're all living dormitory style, and you're all sharing meals together, and you get to find out who eats funny, and you don't like the way they talk, and you get to really decide, am I going to embrace everything that I'm learning about Christ and what I was designed to do and how I was designed to be? Am I going to apply that to my immediate community? And then during the workstations, you get to figure out, I don't like this job, and I don't like the way the person next to me works. So do I do what I used to do, or what my flesh would like to do, and walk off the job, or maybe not treat my coworkers so nicely? Or do I do what Christ calls me to do, and set my own will aside, and embrace the work, and embrace the differences in my coworker who isn't that pleasant today? Again, all that to be said, we don't do what we do without congregations like yours that support us so well. The donations that come in, this congregation is a part of our Corners of Your Field program, where for every donation that you drop off, if you say, hey, I'm from this particular church, at the end of each month, the total is added up, and gift cards to our Gateway store are given to the congregation so they can hand it out to people in need. And then my favorite way for volunteers to get involved is to come be a part of the kids ministry. There's no opportunity that is more cool than spending time with those little guys and gals in the children and youth daycare. And then the big kids, we like to hang out with people too and get to know people. That way community isn't dependent on us. We failed miserably if the men and women we serve can't live without us. We want them to go and grow and find a community that is believing on faith and worshiping Christ and drawing them further out into their specific mission. So volunteering to work alongside the men and women, or even better, volunteering to be a mentor. And so coming and sharing meals with our men and women that are in the program, getting to know them one-on-one, and inviting them into your journey and walking alongside them long beyond what we do at the Gateway Mission. So there we go. 8:31. Appreciate you guys.